Alright guys, sorry I had to mute it there for a second, but I'm back, and today we are drawing, if you haven't heard already, but I'm drawing a design for this iPhone case right here to fit in the circle here, so I'm going to be making it on my tablet today. This one's going to be like a medieval themed one right now, as you can see. It's like a castle scene. It should look kind of three-dimensional, so you can kind of like look into the circle, so that should be pretty cool once I'm finished with it. So yeah, this is just the concept sketch right now that I came up with, and I lowered the opacity. So now I'm just going to go over it and draw in everything and make it look epic. So if you're watching this, right now it says there's nobody watching, but I don't know. Give it a like, appreciate it. Give it a subscribe. If you see any of the buttons, just click them all. I don't know. Except the dislike one. That one's no good. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. So should be pretty cool. My phone is blue, so I kind of want it to match that. So I'm gonna go with like a blue sky for the main color here, and then yeah, then just the like obvious colors for the grass, green, and then we'll see what we're doing for the castle here. But obviously you can see it's a very rough castle right now. I'm gonna go in and do a lot more details and stuff, so should be pretty epic. But that's what we're doing today, so that's what we're doing today. All right, let's get into it. So yeah, there's my sky for now. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in these gaps with the blue here. Gotta make it look nice and clean. I want it to look pretty traditional, so you're kind of like looking into the circle and it looks epic. Shalom Orelena said hi, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Lil guy, what's up? I will shout you out if you comment, guys, so just keep on commenting. Makes it a lot more fun for me too when there's actually people interacting with the lives. So yeah. What am I drawing? I just said, but anyways, I'm drawing a design to fit in the circle here. RJ Friend's phone, what's up? Alright, so obviously we're gonna have to do a lot of layers. That's why I'm starting in the back with the sky here, and then I'll just keep building up on top of that. So I'm probably gonna do the sky, then the grass, and then the castle, and just work my way towards the foreground. So like up the chat, guys. Let's get this going. Alright, so I'm gonna start erasing some of this so it kind of fits better with the actual drawing. I wish you could see my brushes over here, but you can't. Let me see here. Where did it go? Where's my brush? There it is. Alright. I'm going to just go ahead and erase this blue out of the field because that is not the sky. Also, I will be posting this as a video, guys, so I am filming everything. I'm doing all that good stuff, so video should be pretty cool. Make sure to check that out. Subscribe so you get notified when it comes out. It's gonna look awesome if you want to just kind of like skip to the end and see how it looks. That's a good way of doing it. Just subscribe and you'll get notified when the video comes out. But otherwise, please stick around. Alright, that's pretty much where the hills are going to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the green here. Actually, yeah, we don't need it on the castle either. So let's get rid of that. No sound today? Am I not being heard or something? Can anyone hear me? I don't know. Is my microphone not working? Let me know down in the chat, or is it just that random cat not being able to hear me? Alright, good. Thank you, little guy. Love your name, by the way. Just gonna erase the sky out of our castle here. Don't need any of that showing. This just shows kind of how helpful concept sketches can be, because you know exactly what you're going for right away. So always do like thumbnail sketches, they help out a lot. This is very satisfying, erasing stuff out of the scene. Doesn't need to be perfect right now because I still need to draw on the castle. So I'm just going to do that really quick here. Love the drawing, thank you. Yeah, I'll be definitely doing more because that's pretty much what I do on this channel. This is like the first like tablet thing though I'm doing. My first 2 videos I ever posted were tablet drawings, but they weren't that great. This is gonna be, hopefully, a lot better than those ones. I'm mainly usually only drawing like on paper, so I figured I'd switch it up a little bit and do something other than just drawing like a character. Do something a little bit more creative. Alright, I'll remember you guys. I definitely remember a lot of the people that come for the lives. There's always like the usuals that show up. So shout out to you guys. Not too many here today, actually. Shouldn't be shy. You should be proud of your drawings. Also, if you know people are going to be seeing them, it makes you try harder and usually do a better job. Alright, that's cool. Get the little tower back here. And remember, this is going to be shrunk down to fit in this little circle. So it's going to be really detailed for just being in a little circle. And I actually have an iPhone mini, so it's going to be even smaller than usual. But it should look pretty cool. That is part of the reason I am doing it on a tablet, because I can shrink down really detailed stuff. And I can't do that on just regular paper. But maybe I'll do that in a future video. Alright, so that's what we're looking at right now. So what should we do next? I might just start on the castle, honestly. Let's do that. Let's start on the castle. When you come up with a main color here, even though I only have 3 subs, I hope you're able to get 1 million. I hope I'm able to get 1 million too. That's a lot of subs to go, but that would be like a dream. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and add another layer. Call it castle. Sorry guys, you can't see the layers right now, but I am creating one right now. Castle. That one's gonna go. Okay, I just lost my pen. Where did it go? Huh? I literally just lost my pencil. There it is. Alright. Orange? You think I should go orange? I could go with like a reddish color, but I think, yeah, I'll do like an orange-ish color. Good suggestion. Like a grayish orange. Let me see. Can you make this bigger so you guys can see better? No. Alright, make it a little bit more orangish. I just need a base color for now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in the details after. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh. Huh? Why isn't it showing up? That's weird. Oh, I know why. Weird. I don't know why. Oh, I'm on eraser, that's why. Okay, that's not good. Let's not do that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back. Under, okay. Alright. It's just not quite the color I'm going for yet. I like that. Let's go with that. I like that. How does it look, guys? Let me know in the chat. Alright, I'm gonna start on the left here, on this tower. So, yeah, let's do that. So like I said, I'm gonna just start with the base color here, and then add more detail as I go. Work from light to dark. And also, when I'm done with the drawing, those reference lines in the back aren't going to be showing up. Those are just for, well, reference. Thank you, little guy. Alright. Put that here. If you look at some of my stuff, you definitely notice that I like doing medieval stuff. And castles and medieval characters. It's kind of like my favorite thing to draw. Alright, I'm gonna make the little turret thing up here. Have to make sure the lines are pretty straight. What kind of show do I like? I don't watch too many shows. It's mostly movies if I'm watching something. Movies or YouTube. But what I have watched a few, so I would say I like Star Wars shows actually, because I don't know, I just like The Mandalorian the most, I think, out of Star Wars shows. I'd say Star Wars shows are the main, like, category that I'm watching when I'm doing shows. Not too many medieval shows out there. Tower thing. I know it looks very two-dimensional right now. Trust me, it's gonna change. Alright, I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and add in just some black lines to add in most of the details first. So I'm going to do that. Make some black lines here. Kinda like ink the drawing first. So let's do that. To make it kind of pop. don't know why I didn't do this first. I usually always do that first. I guess I kind of wasn't thinking. Dark green for the foods. I don't know what the foods are, but yeah. Do you mean the fields? Oh, roofs. I'll probably do like a slate roof. So gray. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Make these little foundational things come off. At this stage, I'm gonna just be like adding more details. Do I play any video games? Actually I'm not really a gamer, honestly. I do mostly just like active games. I'm actually a big rock climber. So that's why my first design was rock climber. Which, I don't know, did you guys see that one? The rock climber one that I did? Let me know down below, and if you haven't, I can show you guys. Because that was the first one I did, and I finished that one. Add these little castle things. Nice. Now I'm going to add in some windows as well. It's a nice thing about drawing on a tablet. If you do a wrong line, you can just click a button and redo it. Add some rock trim to these windows. Also, let's just make them black inside. I know the trim's probably a little detailed for how small it's gonna be. You're probably not gonna even like see that, but I do like my details. Nice. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna add like a big foundational thing right here. Because why not? Maybe like a hanging flag. That might be cool. I am gonna put a flag up here though, so that's a good idea. Like that. I like that. I don't think I'm gonna do a hanging flag, but that was a good suggestion, so I put it on the top. Alright. I'm gonna do some little tile pattern things here. Just to kind of give the illusion of slate. You know what I wish I had? I wish I had one of those. I wish I had like an extra phone that I could set right here that showed my subscriber count. Because that kind of prompts people to subscribe a lot. So I might do that. Somehow. I'm trying to think. How could I do that? Alright, that's pretty good for that tower, I think. I will add in like the rock texture on this when I do the color, but that's good for like the layout of it, I think. So we're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna move on to this tower now. It's hard to get this roof. That's good enough. I'm gonna just do a little erase here. Alright, I'm gonna do like a cool little spine thing. Alright, that's cool.
You know we were just super busy, but we will do what we can for sure. that? Ezra, did you hear that?
Oh. And also,
Great. But you know, you can go around.
Add in a little bit more detail here.
So what is it? Is it Ezra art? That's not the one that
Alright, sorry guys, I had to mute it there. I had to talk to my dad for a second. Maybe like, hey, pretty damn. Ha 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 ha. Okay, hi, Ezra. My dear Snoopy, what's up? What happened? I just had to mute it. Alright. I'm back to work. I think I like that. Can roll with that. I subbed, thank you, my dear Snoopy. Appreciate it. Favorite foods? Let me think here. It's a hard question. My younger self would say mac and cheese, which I still like, but I think sushi's probably my favorite now. Well, sushi rolls anyway. I don't like sushimi and stuff. I'm gonna make like a little stairway thing here. Like that. Little door at the top. Give it some windows. I like that. I like that tower. A lot better than the other one. I have an idea. Can you draw a PFPS? I don't really know what PFPS is. Is that just an abbreviation for something? Alright, I like that for that castle tower. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to... Well, I kind of need to fill in the background here. I'm just trying to see what I was kind of going for. I think this goes... I'm just gonna say it goes like this. And it kind of circles over like that. And then... I'm gonna have to have this bridge come lower down. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. It's actually a perfect spot. It's hard to get a perfectly straight line. That's good enough. Some vines. That's a cool idea. I might do that for some final touches. Alright, there is the bridge. Alright, now we need to erase this. That's the one nice thing about having a tablet. You can just zoom in and erase the little things perfectly. Draw a dragon. Possibly. I might draw one in the distance, like flying, just like the silhouette. That's probably what you're thinking. We got vines, we got a dragon, we got a lot of suggestions going on right now. Might have to take into account. Alright, this needs some help. I'm going to erase and redo this part. So I want this to come kind of over like that. And then this part will go across. Alright, so now I need to do some detailed stuff here. This should look pretty sweet on my phone cover after. Yeah, those are all good suggestions, guys. Give it a little bit of three-dimensional look. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. I don't know. Good enough. And then we can make it have like a little thing going on right here. I like that. We can roll with that. Also, I'm gonna add the blue in to the places that we need it. Like in here. Bananas. I don't know about that one. Did I miss something? See it all coming together with suggestions in my mind. Some can't wait for the end result. Bananas. No, not yet, but maybe. Okay. I'll also do some touch-ups with the sky when I finish as well, of course. I like that. That looks pretty good. Alright. Next up is this little walkway here. So let's do that. You go back to black. As always, add in the little grooves. What are those called on the top of the castle? I don't know. I'm also going to add in some supports. Do I have any brothers or sisters? Yeah, I have 2 older brothers. I am the youngest. Add blood like as if someone has slain a great beast there. Oh no, I don't want it to get too gruesome. It is going on my phone, so... Alright, I like that. Pine trees. Yeah, I'll definitely be adding trees. Could be pine, could be other trees. I'll probably do a few different kinds, honestly. Add some little arrow hole things. lower down. Maybe not. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and add like a little bevel to these things. Alright, that looks pretty good. Gotta add our supports down here as well. We got a new person, SCP-4666, what's up? Castle, yes it is. I am making a design for an iPhone cover. My iPhone cover, so the circle is gonna fit in this circle right here, so should be pretty cool, making some cool designs. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on the final result. I will be posting the video, so it's kind of like a skip to the end button, I guess, if you hit the subscribe button. You just get to see the final result.
There's a logo.
I'll sub your cool first impressions. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. He do. Think it's pretty? Cool. Can't wait to color this whole thing in. It's gonna look epic. Alright, so now we have a castle thing up here. I'm not gonna go with just what I have here as a reference, just a little, like pretty much just one of these things. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little cone thing. This one's gonna be a little bit more, like, wide. Like that. With not much tower showing. Alright, see ya, my dear Snoopy. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you'll see the final vid when it comes out. Alright, what's something different I could do on this tower? Whoa. Trying to think here. Let me see. Let's see if there's any cool ideas here. I'll go ahead and type in castle tower. Medieval castle tower. Go ahead and look through some of these for some ideas. That's kind of cool. I do like these little spine things. Well, it's not too much different to what I was doing. We might have missed some at the top. Oh, I like this. Let's do something like this. It's like a tower on a tower. Alright, so that means we're gonna have to do one of these. Like that. And it's gonna come up. I like to have kind of a unique thing on each of these towers. This will be the unique thing for this one. Okay. I like that. I do need to erase part of it though. Right here. Nice. I like that. Boom. Alright, I like that. Go with that. Actually, yeah, no, we can go with that. That's cool. A little too much. That'll look good enough. And then gotta do the supports now, as always. Goes into the grass there. I don't like that support. I'm gonna redo that. Boom. I like that. Rar. That's cool. Give it some grass to blend it in, make it look like it's sitting on something. Starting to look like a castle. Little guy and his banners, he loves them. Banner going down on one of the towers. Alright, to make you happy, I'll do a banner. I'll do it on this one. I'll add a window and then give it a banner. Alright, it's a little too big of a window. There we go. Alright, here's your banner. Alright, we have to make it some kind of symbol. Also, let's give it a trim. Just give it some kind of pattern. Very pixelated right there. Alright. There's your banner. Hope you're happy. Do an E for my name. It's too late, sorry, I didn't see the comment in time. I like that tower. Think it looks pretty cool. Alright, we need to extend this over. Give it one more little rib thing. Boom. Alright. There's that tower. We can move on now. Let's do the big one. This is a really big one, so I have to make it look pretty cool. So let's start up here. On the first little tower. And then we'll do this. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Alright, it's gonna have like a little roof coming out here. As well as right here. Bring it down a little bit. Alright, I like that. Alright, we need some music. Let's turn on some music. Actually, I can't play that because it will get copyrighted. We have to play some royalty-free music. Let's go. Type in fantasy. Alright, cool. Now we got some background music. Balcony, yeah. Kinda did a few of those over here. Give it some slate texture now. Also give these little roofs some slate as well. I like that. Alright, give this a window. Mystical, yes. Mystical, magical. I'm gonna type in medieval. Sounds like the background music in Prodigy when you're in the library. Cool, I wouldn't know what that is, but nice. Alright, I'm gonna add in some cool stuff here. Vines or later. I'll do vines after I finish this tower. I like that. Add in some little windows here. I think that'll look pretty cool. I think I need to redo these ribs though because they get foreshortened too fast. So I'm gonna redo those. As well as these ones. Now we can go ahead and do these. I like that better. I think I'm gonna redo this one again though. She's not coming out how I want it. I think that's a little better. Just want to look symmetrical on each side. Cool. Alright, now I have to do another one of these. And a little door here. Don't worry, I'll get to those vines. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna put a random flagpole here. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing I did over here with the little supports, only over on this side. Add in some windows. That's gonna look pretty epic. Alright, so we have the drawbridge here, right? It goes on to the road that leads out from the castle, so that should be like kind of a grand entrance, so I'm gonna try to capture that kind of. Give it like 2 towers on either side. They're gonna be square towers. Alright, now I just need to add in the drawbridge. Welcome back, little guy. Alright, that looks pretty good for the entrance. I like that. Definitely going more detailed than I thought I was going to be, but I'm glad because it's turned out pretty good. connecting chains on the drawbridge. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. So small, I don't know. It's gonna look that great, but. There you go. Oof, I need to take a stretch here. Ugh. Yeah, hopefully it should be pretty cool. Imagine that on here. Should be pretty cool. Let me see if I can line it up. Oh, it's not focused. It's gonna look pretty cool. Alright, I'm starting to run out of steam here. Alright, I'm gonna try to finish this. Yeah, I probably should eat something here. What's up, the Lab of Art? Yeah, if you're just tuning in, I'm drawing a phone cover. So the circle is gonna be able to go in this iPhone cover here. So should be pretty cool. I'm making 2 of them. It's gonna be a video, so make sure to check it out when I finish it and edit it and put it out. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's definitely a little bit different than what I usually have been doing, but it's fun. This one's not gonna have little bumps. Just have a little stone slabs on the top. Kimialino, what's up? I don't know if I spelled you or said your name right there, but welcome to the live. Kind of feel like these should be a plain one without a tower, but with the little bumps. Okay, well, I didn't read that till now, so sorry. I already did that. Wait, did you say with the bumps? Without a tower, but with the little bumps. Okay, sorry. Didn't do the bumps. Or, yeah, I didn't do the bumps, but I think it looks fine. It's a little too big. There we go. We got some more people watching. Plague Doctor. Hola. What's up? That's Silly Yang Castle. Yes, it is. Okay, just giving ideas. Yeah. Thanks for ideas, by the way. They've been pretty good so far. I still need to do those vines. I almost forgot. I'll do those after I do this little window thing. Vines always add a lot of coolness to the drawing. It's pretty plain, but I like that. I'm gonna add some vines now. Let's have them like coming over here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do those after when I'm doing the coloring because they're gonna be green, and if I do them with black, it's just gonna look black, and vines are not black, so I'll do that after when I'm coloring them in. We English, okay, yes. We be English. Oops. I'm gonna erase this guy here. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on the final result. It's gonna be pretty epic when it's all mounted in the phone and stuff. Alright, I like that. That looks pretty cool. Let me grab these little things as well. Do them hanging down the bridge as well. Yes, good suggestion. Knights. Ooh, that is very detailed for how small this is going to be, but if I'm feeling the grace, I'll hit the knights as well. I'll do those. Like, yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be actually really cool. I think I might add a knight actually going on the road here. That would look pretty cool. Good suggestion from the Plague Doctor. Archer Tower. I feel like these are kind of all Archer Towers. Pretty much. Alright, I like that. Looks pretty cool. I wish I could do the cool pen things, but I can't. Alright. So we just have the one left over here on the main castle. We do have a little one over here as well. But we're moving right along, so I might as well do this one right away. Alright. This one needs to be kind of cool as well. So we're going to make like a little platform that comes out right here. A little balcony, like the little guy suggested earlier. And then we are going to give it a little reference line. And that's gonna come down like that. These are gonna be steps. like a little thing right here. Guys, please make suggestions even more down in the, the chat. So, I do appreciate those, because they do give me a lot of ideas. It's missing a cat princess. Oh yeah? I'm gonna keep out the cat princess, sorry. It's definitely way too small of a drawing for a cat princess. Cracks. I don't know if I'm gonna add any cracks because I want it to look pretty, like a pretty nice castle. Dragon attacking, someone did mention that earlier, so I might have to do that. Alright, I like those steps. Yeah, a silhouette might be the way to go. Stick figures, yeah, if I do any figures, it'll probably have to be stick figures because it's gonna be so small, but yeah, we'll see how it looks. I do want to do that at night though. Moon or sun hidden in the clouds, that's a good idea. I should add more of a sky. For sure. Yeah, I do want it to be in the day, though, I think, so... Probably if I did do it, it would be in the sun, which means no shooting stars. Sorry, Plague Doctor. Dang, the suggestions are getting wild. War. Torches. Also kind of a night thing, so I don't know. Wow, when I drew that roof, it was so off. A lake with lake monsters. Wow, things are getting wild. I only have like, what? A 2-inch space to draw in, so this is a lot to add in, guys. I don't know. I'll try to get most of these suggestions. Okay, wow. An Among Us character in the cloud as a part of shading. Ah, I have seen that guy that does the Among Us drawing things. It's pretty crazy. Knights walking out of the castle. Let me see how small we're looking here for that. Okay, that's probably too small to draw in, because look at that, it's actually too small. So if I did do a knight, it would have to be closer to the camera, or the viewer, I guess. So where the road is bigger, I might add one in, like around here though. Flags, I already do have some flags. add in 2 more doors. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make this one kind of like a smooth top one as well. Just make it stone topped. These little slabs. Alright, I like that. Almost done here. I'm just gonna be drawing the castle for today. I don't have the energy to do the whole thing at the moment. I'm gonna add in some windows. Boom. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna do some windows down here too. Nice. Alright guys, I think that is it for the castle. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the blue spots where it's supposed to be blue around the castle here. Trees, yes. The little guy did mention that, and I will be doing that. Square windows, yeah, that's also a possibility, but I did just finish the castle. I think I'm going to be pretty much done with the castle. I am going to add in a little bit more details when I do coloring. Let me sure to turn off this music really quick so you can actually hear me. Alright. Yeah, so I will be doing more details like adding in the vines and stuff when I do the coloring. Also the brick texture and stuff. That'll be all coloring. And yeah, I can always just add in more stuff whenever I want, which is nice. So yeah, should be even more detailed than what you're seeing right now, which is already more detailed than I was thinking I was going to do. But that's often the case with all my drawings. I always get way too detailed. But always looks cooler that way, so that's cool. Alright, let's do some coloring in over here. I like that. Yeah, so it's gonna be more of this color when I color it in. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. I think I'm gonna be done. There's the castle. I think it turned out pretty good, considering the sketch that I was going off of. So once I finish this whole thing, it's gonna look pretty sweet, I think. And definitely check out the video. I'm gonna be signing out in just a second here, so make sure you subscribe to see the final result if you haven't already. And yeah, that should be coming out pretty soon. Thanks to you guys that joined and were commenting and stuff. That was fun. I might be doing another one of these tomorrow or something. I don't know. So keep your notifications on, subscribe, hit the bell thingamabob. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.